Okay, guys. AW here in order. Superman villain plans for the reboot. So before I get into my ideas, if you're new here, subscribe, smash that like button down below, and share us out on all your social media platforms. Even tell your friends, family, colleagues about it, and have them subscribe to my channel, the AW here in order. And with that, let's get on the topic here. What Superman villains James Gunn should use for his Superman reboot? Okay, and we're not gonna not use Zod, Lex Luthor, or Doomsday, or even Darkseid. Okay, we're gonna get fresh new villains that we know about in the comics or the shows or the video games, ones that haven't been used in live action. Okay, the CW, I don't count the CW live action in this way. Okay, I mean in this DC universe. Okay, so as you know, we're doing James Gunn is doing a reboot for Superman, and he's writing it. He's not directing it. Some people might think he's going to direct it, but he's just writing it. And he wants a younger Superman, a year two Superman, Clark Kent in his early days at the Daily Planet, right? So he wants a young Superman. And you know what? This is really, really early. This is just what I would say, what I would go with, who I would go with, possible villains. You can always have Lex Luthor in the background be mentioned at times, in the movie, obviously. You obviously need Lex Luthor, okay? You still need Lex Luthor. Not just for Superman, but for the overall DC universe. You still need Lex Luthor. I know technically he's a Superman villain, but he's much more than that, okay? Okay. Let's go. We got Humanite. Former scientist he's a male scientist, human. He's not like Gorilla God. He was human before and ultra human. And he once was, I think he might have been considered the first actual villain of Superman. Somebody could correct me on that, but I think he's one of the oldest and might be the first villain Superman has ever encountered in the comics. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he's one of the oldest. Okay. Now, this guy could provide, could be a scientist, right? You got Superman, and you got Superman, being loved by everybody in Metropolis at the time, the second year. And you can still have some people iffy about him, like Luthor, obviously. You got this guy, Humanite, or whoever, I don't know, I forget what his actual name is when he was human. But you have this guy who's iffy about him. He's very smart, intelligent too, right? He's intelligent, obviously, with that, right? And his certificate, he can always be a familiar throw to Superman because obviously Superman outpowers him, obviously. But what makes Humanite dangerous is his mind, it's his intelligence, obviously. And he can be one of those scientists or one of those people who are not fully sold on Superman and wants to go against Superman, or something else, okay? Something else. You got Metallo. Now with Metallo, I have a similar reasoning, but there's some differences, okay? Now, with Metallo, I can see the same thing. Superman's loved, but not by all. And John Corbin, maybe some people, maybe Lex Luthor, I don't know, anybody, some scientists are not sold on Superman, and they think this guy needs to be taken down, okay? So, mad scientist. And this guy, John Corbin, maybe make him military, offers himself up to become this being known as Metallo. Once human, but mostly cyborg with the heart of kryptonite, also Superman's weakness. So my thing is, maybe this is somebody offers himself for people that are not sold on Superman and they still see Superman as a threat and need to take him down. And maybe he goes mad, right? Okay. And I got Parasite here. Pretty disgusting pick, but it's cool. Parasite, I can see this guy, maybe a crook, a thief, some terrible accident happens to him and becomes this. And the only way for him to survive is to steal life's energy or people's energy. I know in the animated series, he's done that, but he didn't kill anybody in the animated series, but he steals powers. Maybe in that case, he could do that, steal Superman's powers, and become like Superman for a little bit, but he still needs energy to survive, okay? Stuff like that. Toyman is a little different, okay? I like Toyman. Maybe it's a disgruntled person want to get back at maybe at a company or somebody that sabotaged or screwed him over with toys he made or something like that for a company that went under, and they sold him out. They arrested him, or like he got arrested in prison, got out, and decided to get revenge on these people. And maybe Superman counters him. Toyman, to me, we've got at least of these four, okay? At least of these four. You also got Livewire, but I'm not gonna use Livewire here. Bizarro, okay, with Bizarro could be created by a scientist or Lex Luthor or something like that. If something goes terribly wrong, okay? Bizarro is not a main villain, but Bizarro could be a villain, and the real main villain is some scientist or some mad scientist, okay? Trying to create basically a replica of Superman or something like that. Bizarro is not really he's a threat because he got Superman powers, but he's not the main villain, if you understand what I mean. Okay. Now a lot of people are saying Lobo, right? Here's the thing. I don't think Lobo should be a Superman villain in the first movie. Hear me out. Lobo should have his own movie first. Superman should have his own movie. Then a sequel, you could do Lobo and Superman as a second Superman movie, okay? Have Lobo and Superman have their first movie. In the second Superman movie, Lobo and Superman could be in. How I would do is have Lobo have his Superman has his first movie. Lobo has his movie, and at the end gets contacted by somebody to capture this Kryptonian, the last Kryptonian of Krypton. And then that sets up a sequel for Superman and Lobo. Lobo could appear in the Superman movie, and they battle it out. But Lobo gets screwed over because if you know the comics, Lobo kills every member of his race, his species, and so he's the last member of his race. So the people that hired him screw him over, and that could be Brainiac, and that could be Brainiac. So Lobo, there's a little bit more of a plan I have in my mind, in my head with that. And with the Brainiac stuff, there's something I have more in a different video I'm going to go over with how I would do Brainiac. And it involves the Justice League, okay? And no, I'm not going to use Darkseid for the first Justice League movie or any indications of Darkseid. No Intergang, no Steppenwolf, nothing like that in the first Justice League movie. It's going to be a different villain, a major villain that the Justice League is a threat to the Justice League, or starting a Justice League is a major threat to Earth, okay? And I mentioned the name here before, but yeah, these are my top four. I think my top two would be my top three would probably be Humanite, Metallo, and Parasite. I might go Humanite, okay? But yeah, that's my choice, Humanite. But Metallo is my second choice, and Parasite might be my third choice. Toyman, it's just an option, but yeah, tell me you guys think. AWO, want you to subscribe, share, and like. AWO is out, and there will be a stream on this too topic. Take care, guys.